ratio and proportion. What's called as a ratio? What's called as a proportion? What do you people think? We don't think anything. So I'm coming here. Yes, ratio. Now, if you are given in terms of a fraction, something like 2 divided by 3, 2 divided by 3. So if I'm going to represent it in this term, this is called as a ratio, right? This is called as a ratio. Now, if I'm going to do the same thing, something like 4 by 6, 4 by 6. Is this a fraction or no? It's a fraction. So can it be simplified more? Can be simplified by 2 by 3. Now these kind of things are called as simplified fraction. That's it. Done. And what is proportion? Now for example, if I'm having something like 2 by 3 equal to 12 by 18. 12 by 18. Is it true or false? True. How are you telling it? It can be further simplified as 6 to the 6 3s. So obviously this becomes a equivalent to that. So now whenever A, B, C, D are equivalent, then it's said to be proportionate. Okay. This is the basic understanding of ratio proportion. Fine. Now in this, am I going to get all like easy questions? Not exactly. Now let us start seeing one of the simple examples over here. First question: A is to B equal to 2 is to 3. B is to C equal to 1 is to 4. They have asked you to find out A, B, and C. A, B, and C. Now how will you approach it? How will you approach this problem? So now the B over here is common, right? In these two ratios, B is common. Here the value of B is 3. Here the value of B is 1. So in order to find out A, B, and C, all the three values, obviously the B value has to be equal. In order to make it equal, for conventional approaches, you need to multiply this by 3 and multiply this by 1. So this becomes 2 is to 3 and this becomes 3 is to 12. So now the B is same. So now your A value becomes 2, B value becomes 3 and C value becomes 12. Now this is your conventional method. Now here conventional method we do not want. Going forward, easier and like simple methods are required. So how do I do it? Now A, B, and C, there are two different tricks which I'll teach you. Whichever is easier for you, you can follow them. Okay. First one, N. 2 into 1 is 2. 1 into 3 is 3. 3 into 4 is 12. This becomes your A is to B is to C. This becomes your A is to B is to C. Right? This is the first trick. If you do not want to follow this, write down A, B, C. A is to B is 2 is to 3. What is B is to C? 1 is to 4. 1 is to 4. Now, whenever there is a vacant land next to your place, what do? You try to occupy that. Obviously, go and stop your car there or your vehicle there, or you go and play cricket over there, whatever it is. So obviously, this 3 starts thinking, okay, the next place is also mine. So it occupies it. And this 1 starts thinking, this is also mine. This is also mine. Then we start multiplying this. That's all. 2, 3, 12. So whichever is more convenient to you, use that. Okay. First method or second method. Both gives you the same answer. Whenever B, C, two terms are similar. Two terms are similar to it. Okay. Is this clear? First concept. Any doubts? Okay. Second one, solve it. So here also B is common. So you need to make B common. Either you can multiply this way. So it becomes 2 into 5 is 10. 1 into 5 is 5. 1 into 4 is 4. 10 is to 5 is to 4. These are A, B, and C. Fine. And third one, sorry. 28 is to 21 is to 50. Okay. Fine. Okay. Now the fourth one. Here instead of 3 variables, 4 variables are given. The same method A, B, C, and D. Okay. A, B, C, D. A is to B is 2 is to 1. B is to C is 5 is to 4. And C is to D is 1 is to 3. Okay. The same method. So now I start occupying the nearby places. So this becomes 5. This becomes 4. So 1 and 1. Now multiply this. This becomes 2 into 5 into 1. 10. 5. 4.
10 is to 5 is to 4 is to.
Fine. This becomes the method to solve these questions. Okay. Fine. Any doubts? First method, it is like you need to use a longer one. That's not required. Okay. Fifth one. 5 is to 25 is to 15 is to 30. Yeah. 5 is to 25 is to 15 is to. Can you simplify this? 1 is to 5 is to 3 is to 6. Simplify the equation, whatever is or the ratio, whatever is. Okay. Fine. First two concepts clear. Okay. Fine. Now third one. Okay. I am having 80 rupees and my brother is having 20 rupees. Okay. How much total amount? 100. After some time, I'm just swapping the amount whatever I have. 20, 80. 20, 80. Now the amount with me is 100. The total amount is 100. Now the ratio over here is 8 is to 2 or like 4 is to 1 and here it is 1 is to 4, right? 4 is to 1 and here it is 1 is to 4. Even though the ratio changes, the sum remains same. Whatever is the case. Now the upcoming problems is going to be somewhat of that sort. That there might be different ratios. Okay. But end of the day, the sum should be same for both the ratios. Fine. Now the question given is A divided by B plus C equal to 2 by 3 and B divided by A plus C equal to 1 by 2. 2. Now, what's the sum of this? 5. What's the sum of this? 3. Now, what I said, the sum of these two things should be equal. Now, in order to make it equal, how do you make it equal? So, you can make it as a common thing. So, multiply this by 3 and multiply this by 5. It becomes equal then. If you are multiplying here, obviously you need to multiply here, need to multiply here, multiply here, multiply, right? So, new ratio becomes 6 divided by 9. This becomes 5 divided by, this is b plus b divided by a plus c. This is a divided by b plus c. B plus c. Now, what's the value of a? 6. What's the value of b? 5. So, can you find out c? 4. A is 6, B is 5, C is fine. This is the way you need to solve these kind of problems. Whatever I'm teaching now, all are your shortcut tricks. That's it. The standard conventional method, you can follow it and you can do it, no issues. And do write all these tricks in a separate sheet and keep it so that you remember it. Else you won't remember for sure. Clear? Or you want me to repeat it? Okay. If you completed 6th one, do the 7th one. 6th is done. 7th. 7th. B divided by A plus C equal to 3 by 7. What is ABC? 5, 18, 2. Check again. 5, 8, 37. 5, 8, 37. Okay, fine. The next one. Find the share of A if 110 is distributed between A, B, and C in the ratio 2:3:6. Now, if I'm giving like 100 rupees to all 2 different people, okay, and this 100 rupees I'm going to split it in terms of, for A person I'm going to give 60 rupees, and for B I'm going to give 40 rupees. 40 rupees. What's the ratio between them? 3:2. 3:2. Okay. In this ratio, they are getting the amount 100 rupees. Now, in case only if this ratio is given and they are telling 100 rupees is the amount, then how will you find out the amount which they have got? This information is not given now. For example, this information. Sorry?
Like you should add 3 plus 2 and 3 divided by 5 into 100, 2 divided by 5 into 100.
Okay, fine. Now, if this is the ratio given, A is to B is 3:2 equal to 100. And they're asking you to find what is the amount A got, what is the amount B got. Now, the first method using ratios itself is, this is going to be, these two combined is going to give you this value. Yes or no? Yes. So, these two combined is nothing but 5 ratio equal to 100. What is a single ratio value? 20. If I want to find out A's share, what I should do is for 3 ratio. So, single ratio value is 20. So 3 into 20 is nothing but 60. And if you want to find out B share, 2 ratio, 2 into 20 is nothing but 40, right? Now this becomes your method to find out A and B value or whatever amount they got. Now with this same method, you need to solve for this question. A, B and C are given and 110 rupees is distributed between them. You need to find the share of A. 20, yeah? A share is going to be 20. Just cross check it. Others do it, cross check it. Let me know if you're finding difficulties. Those who completed 8, go for the 9th, 10th also give a try. Sorry? 8th one. Which one? He is sticking with 8th one still. Okay. 8th is going to be 2 plus 3 plus 6. Okay. 2 plus 3 is nothing but 9. 9 plus 2 is nothing but 11. 11 ratio is nothing but 110. Single ratio is nothing but 10. If single ratio is 10, they have asked for A. A is nothing but 2 ratio. That is nothing but 20. Right? Okay. 9th one, they have asked the share of B plus C. Ratio is given in terms of 2:5:3. Yes. How will you approach it? So A plus B plus C equal to 220 or 2 plus 5 plus 3 is equal to 220.
176.
176. So it is going to be 2 plus 5 plus 3, that is nothing but 10. Ratio is nothing but 220, or a single ratio is nothing but 22. Single ratio is 22. They are asking for B plus C. B plus C is nothing but 5 plus 3. So 8 ratio is nothing but 22 into 8, that is 176. Right.
So 10th one 50, sir.
Right. 50. Here in 10th one, they've asked B minus C. If 250 is distributed between A, B and C in the ratio 2:2:1. So it is nothing but 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 ratio equal to 250, right? 5 ratio is equal to 250, or a single ratio is 50. If single ratio is 50, they have asked you to find B minus C. So B minus C is nothing but, this is nothing but 2 minus 1, a single ratio. Single ratio value is already 50. You can directly subtract ratios and then find out the answer. Clear? Or doubts? 50. Any doubts here? What's the question given? A plus B plus C equals 250. What's the ratio? 2 ratio plus 2 ratio plus a single ratio equal to, is it this one or something else? Yes, right. Okay. So 5 ratio equal to 250, or a single ratio equal to 50. If single ratio is 50, they have asked for B minus C, right? B minus C. So what is B value? 2. What is C value? 1. This is going to be single ratio. Single ratio value already is 50. This is the B minus C. Fine. Clear? Clear or any doubts? Clear? Online? All clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 11th one. If rupees 3,900 is divided between A, B and C in the ratio 1 divided by 3, 1 divided by 2 and 1 by 4, find the share of A. Now, from the whole number, they have started to give a fraction. Now, how do you handle fractions? LCM. Now, whenever they give you fractions, the question is 1 by 3, 1 by 2 and 1 by 4. This is A, this is B, this is C. Now, whenever they give you fractions, just find the LCM of these three numbers. LCM of these three numbers is 12. So, multiply this by 12. If you multiply this by 12, this becomes 4 times.
13 by 2.
6 times. This becomes how many times? 3 times. So 4:6:3 is the ratio. 4:6:3 the ratio. For this ratio, what is the amount given? 3,900. 3,900. 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13 ratio is equal to 3,900. A single ratio is 300. If single ratio is 300, they have asked you to find the ratio of share. A ratio is 4 ratio. That's nothing but 4 into 300. 1,200. Clear? Yeah. Any doubts? Online people?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay. 11th is done. 12th. If rupees 620 is divided between A, B, and C in the ratio 2B or 2A equal to 3B equal to 5C, then find the share of A. Now it is given in terms of equivalence. So how do you approach this problem? Now look, the given question is 2A equal to 3B equal to 5C. Right? Now here also you need to find out the LCM of these three. What is the LCM of these three numbers? 30 is the LCM. Okay. So can you divide all these by 30? If you divide, this becomes 15, this becomes 10, this becomes 6. So the ratio of A is 15 is to 10 is to 6. This is nothing but A is to B is to 7. Right? Now this becomes your ratio. For this ratio, what have they asked? They have divided 620 between them. Find the share of A. So 15 plus 10 is 25. 25 plus 6 is 31. So 31 ratio is equivalent to 620. So single ratio is 20. If single ratio is 20, they have asked you to find A value. A is nothing but 15 ratio. So 15 into 20 is nothing but 300. This becomes your clear A share. Clear or any doubts? Clear. Online, any doubts?
Yes, sir.
Okay, look at the 13th one. Rupees 710 is divided among A, B, C in such a way that A gets 40 more than B, C gets 30 more than A. Find share of C. Do it in your normal method, then I will teach you the method. Do. Rupees 710 is divided among A, B, C in such a way that A gets rupees 40 more than B, C gets rupees 30 more than. Find the share of C. Yes, online people, what's the answer? Online, Sandhya, Arpita. 270. Okay. All observe. The given question is ABC. Okay. Whenever they give this kind of a question, write down ABC. Okay. The first statement given is A gets 40 more than B. A gets 40 more than B. So we do not know the value of B. Let us take it as X. 40 more than B means this is X plus 40. Then they're telling C gets 30 more than A. 30 more than A means X plus 40 plus 30 plus 30. Right. Now this whole ratio is equivalent to what? 710. 710. Now this is nothing but X plus 40 plus X plus 70 equal to 710. Now this is nothing but 3X plus 110 equal to 710, or 3X equal to 600. X is equal to 200. Now this is the value of X. The value of X. They have asked find the value of C. They have asked you to find the share of C. C is nothing but X plus 70. That is nothing but 200 plus 70. Right? So read the question and separate it as it is given. So then your simplification becomes more easy. Clear or any doubts? Others? Manjuna? Online?
Yes, sir.